Yes. Is the screen visible to all? Can you see the PIQ form?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the
Yes,
PIQ form that you will be given. That is the common thing in every SSB. So it is a very important thing for your entire SSB process, because on the first day when you get screened in, we are given the PIQ form to be filled, and it shall be sent to the assessors afterwards. And everything, that is 90% of the questions that are going to be asked in the interview are based on this PIQ form. So be sure that you are filling the PIQ form accurately and in a very neat manner. So in the center itself, you will be provided with a form which you have to fill with some stipulated time period, and make sure that you fill it very neatly without any errors. So for that, it would be better if you practice filling it up at least 5 times before appearing in the SSB. That way you are that way you will not be confused in the rush of that day. Okay. So whatever you fill up in the PIQ form, just know that you also need to have enough knowledge about that, because as I said, your interview is going to be based on a PIQ. So whatever you don't know, do not mention it in the PIQ form. And if you mention something, be sure that you know about it thoroughly. Okay. So if everything is clear on the screen, now I will start about telling how to fill up the PIQ form. See, this is the first thing, this first column, which is about your selection board place. So that is something that you will get to know there only. It is not of much importance for now. Second comes this, your name in capitals and your father's name, your place of residence. So this is a very important section. It can, like from this place, you can be asked questions from as basic as what is the meaning of your name, or how your name came to be your name, or what is the meaning of your father's name. Two questions like, tell me about the place where you have resided for the longest time, or like any kind of thing about your place that you have been in, be it any kind of say that your place is in some kind of news for something, be it some political reason, some communal reason, for some cultural reason. Just be sure about everything that be sure about the place that you stay in. Know about it from A to Z. आप उसमें लाइक वहाँ का हिस्ट्री क्या है, वहाँ का कल्चर क्या है, वहाँ पे चीजें कैसे, व्हाट इज यूनिक देयर, ठीक है, आपको सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए. What are the festivals that are celebrated? Why is that place culturally special for?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am. Ma'am, we will be having the personal interview throughout this month in the session, total session schedule.
No. इस मंथ में नहीं होगा, but afterwards you will be having it. This
Okay,
इस
okay,
मंथ
okay.
का शेड्यूल आपको ऑलरेडी मिल चुका है, right?
हाँ.
Yeah.
ठीक है
Okay.
मैम.
Okay. So that's it for this place, for the section 2, 3, and 4. Then section 5 is also something that you know it straight. You have to mention your state, district, religion, and all. Then this section, which is section number 6. Okay, so this is also a very important section, because यहाँ पे आपको you have to know about your the education, the occupation, and the income per month of your parents and your siblings. Okay, so when you're mentioning about the education of your father, for example, your father has he is qualified in BCom. So when you mention about BCom, do not just mention that BCom, मतलब आपको सिर्फ उतना ही नहीं जानना है. At least try to know कि वो उन्होंने कहाँ से complete किया अपने education. आपको मे बी कॉलेज का नाम याद नहीं रहे, but just know that from which city, which place, which town he has completed his education. Okay, so for example, if the interviewer asks you about something regarding his education, he should have this impression कि आपने सिर्फ लिखने के पर्पस से ही नहीं जाना है कि उन्होंने क्या complete किया education में. You know something regarding it. Okay, it is kind of showing your relationship with your father, your mother, or your siblings. Same goes with occupation. For example, अगर आपके father construction company में manager हैं, so at least have 1 to 2 things in notice कि where he, like the company that he's working in, वहाँ पे अभी उसका करंट प्रोजेक्ट क्या है, या फिर उसके मेजर प्रोजेक्ट क्या रहे हैं, ये सारी चीजें पहले पूछी गई हैं. That's why I'm telling you. And same goes with your siblings education or occupation, why they chose the subject they are studying, or what is the occupation and why they have chosen that occupation. So this is something you should know. Okay, I hope I'm being clear to everyone, right?
Ma'am, I have a doubt. I mean, can
Yes,
I ask?
Sure.
Ma'am, like if in any field, I mean, I'm not allowed to write like younger sister. So I don't have younger sister. So can I write here not applicable, or I just keep it as blank?
You have to keep it blank, no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Next comes this section, which is the education section of your educational record. So here you have to mention about your school and college, your board, your year of passing out, your marks, medium of instruction, whether you were a boarder or day scholar, and what achievements you have got in that particular year. So ये वाला section भी बहुत important होता है, because यहाँ पे आपको बस थोड़ा बहुत idea होना चाहिए about the institution that you have been in. अगर आपका institution एक बहुत ही, for example, किसी का Delhi University है, so it's a very, it's a very important, it's a very essential institution of our country. So you should have some idea about it, about its history, its culture, जो भी है, बस थोड़ा थोड़ा idea होना चाहिए हर चीज के बारे में, that which will show that you are aware about where you are, right? And then your this mark section, ऐसा बहुत बार होता है that someone has secured very good marks in class 10th, but again in class 12th or in the graduation level, their marks have declined. So from here only the interviewer will ask you that your marks were good in class 10th, and then what happened to you in class 12th or graduation. So this is something this is my personal suggestion. I'm not saying it that this is the right thing, but yeah, in this situation, maybe there will be two kinds of people. Or one person will say that I had some like family problem or health issue, or some circumstances came out because of which I was not able to perform well in my class 12. Another person can be there who would be saying that I was not able to perform well because I became kind of fickle-minded, or I became kind of kind of unserious in studies. That's why I procrastinated and all that. So that's how my marks declined. So when this person is saying this answer, which has to be the true answer, like you cannot bluff out, you cannot say any other reason, you do not need to do that. But when you are seeing this kind of answer, make sure that you also mention that जब आपने realize किया कि procrastination was one of your reasons of performing bad in the exams, so what did you do after that to like improve yourself? Okay, so that is also something you should know in your mind. Okay, am I being clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
after that, this is okay. So we have 10 minutes. I'll try to wrap up here. So this is the eighth part, where you have to mention your age, height, and weight. Then your present occupation and monthly income. If anyone is working, then you have to mention about your job, and just have, of course, you will be having idea if you are mentioning about your job. And then comes the this part, NCC. So if you were in NCC, आपको यहाँ पे उसके बारे में मेंशन करना है कि क्या विंग था, डिवीजन था, कितने साल के लिए आप थे और क्या सर्टिफिकेट था. So in this you should have the idea about the motto of NCC, where are the headquarters, and you should also have this idea कि जब आप किसी कैंप वगैरह में गए थे तो वहाँ पे आपने कौन-कौन से like which activities you all took up. For example, if someone was in shooting, so you should have this idea कि आपने कौन सा राइफल यूज किया था. ठीक है, अगर आप कैंप में गए थे, आपने टेंट्स लगाए हैं, तो हाउ डिड यू डू दैट. सो जो भी आपका आइडिया, मतलब आपने जो कुछ भी किया है, यू शुड हैव रिकॉल दैट बिफोर अपियरिंग इन द एसएसबी, ताकि तब जब आपको वहां पे डायरेक्टली वो क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए तो आपको आइडिया हो कि हाँ मैंने ये किया था, मुझे ये पता है, आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. एंड देन द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट, आई थिंक दिस इज 11th column, about your games, sports, your extracurricular activities, or hobbies or interests. So यहाँ पे आपने अगर कोई गेम खेला हो, कोई like for example किसी ने वॉलीबॉल खेला है, so you have to mention कि आपने कितने सालों तक खेला है, आपने कौन से लेवल पे रिप्रेजेंट किया है, और आपने क्या अचीवमेंट्स पाई थी. Same will go with your extracurricular activities. So here you have to mention the duration of participation and your achievements. And तब अगर आपने मान लीजिए आपने किसी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट में पार्टिसिपेट किया है जहाँ आपने कुछ बनाया हो, यू हैव क्रिएटेड समथिंग, सो बी श्योर कि आपने क्या बनाया था, हैव सम आइडिया रिगार्डिंग इट, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन पूछ जाएंगे कि आपने उसमें क्या किया था. सो वट एवर यू राइट, हैव सम आइडिया अबाउट इट. इफ यू हैव प्लेड वॉलीबॉल फॉर 2 years इन स्कूल, जस्ट रिकॉल कि वॉलीबॉल में क्या रूल्स होते हैं, whatever, how many players play the game, what is the like the things about the court of volleyball, everything. You should have idea about everything, ताकि जब वो पूछे you should have the answer on your mouth. ठीक है. And then this is hobbies or interests. if you mention about book reading, अगर आपने लिखा है कि आपकी हॉबीज बुक रीडिंग है, तो आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा कि आप कौन से जॉनर का बुक पढ़ते हो, ठीक है, और आप किस ऑथर का बुक पढ़ते हो, विच जॉनर, विच ऑथर, एंड इफ यू टेल द नेम ऑफ अ बुक, they will ask you what have you learned from that, what is the synopsis of that story. So if you have written book reading, ठीक है, just make sure कि आपने वो आपको एक्चुअली मीन करते हो, don't write it for just for bluffing, ठीक है. एटलीस्ट अगर आप बुक रीडिंग लिखते हो तो एटलीस्ट एसएसबी जाने से पहले 2 बुक पढ़ लेना, बिकॉज आप कुछ भी अगर आप कुछ भी ब्लफ करते हो, you will be caught out. They have like they have this idea how to cross check people and get the facts. Next comes possibility or sorry position of responsibility. अगर आप कभी भी कॉलेज में ऑफिस, या
I wanted to ask one question regarding the games and sports area. I have played the various games and sports, but I have not represented the school or college as such. I have played the football in 9th and 10th standard, where I have played it in the school competition, which is there, school sports competition. So can I write there like in the represented school or college area that I have played for my in the school? Like
you just have to mention school level, और कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have this position of responsibility. अगर आप कभी किसी team leader रहे हो, या फिर school leader रहे हो, house leader रहे हो, या फिर any kind of responsibility that you have taken up during your school, college or work period, you have to mention that here. And just have some just recall कि आपने तब कौन-कौन से responsibilities आपने उठाई थी, what all things you did. So just have that idea, because अगर आपको पूछे तो आपको याद होना चाहिए वहाँ पे. Next comes this 12th one, where your nature of commission. If you are going for permanent commission or short service commission, यहाँ पे वो लिखना है. Choice of service, Air Force, Army या फिर Navy, जो भी आपको वो लिखना है. This is 13th one, number of chances availed for commission in all 3 services. आप कितनी बार आके अपीयर कर चुके हो वो लिखना है, और अगर आप अपीयर कर चुके हो तो अपनी प्रीवियस एसएसबीज के डिटेल्स यहाँ पे लिखना है. This is all. And उसके बाद we have this ऐसा होता है कि जब हम लोग ये फिलअप कर रहे होते हैं, ये जो एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज और गेम्स और स्पोर्ट्स, कभी जगह नहीं होता है. So what they say is कि आप उसको स्टार मार्क करके यहाँ पे नीचे लिख सकते हो, कॉन्फिडेंशियल लिखा है यहाँ पे, इसके पास में लिख सकते हो, या फिर ऊपर भी लिख सकते हो, ठीक है. So उसकी टेंशन नहीं लेना कि जगह नहीं हो रहा है, वो वहाँ पे वो बोल देंगे कि यहाँ पे लिख लो, यहाँ पे भी लिखने के लिए बोल सकते हैं. If you can see my pointer, यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं. So that won't be an issue. Yeah. So this is how you have to fill up your PIQ form. When you are filling it up, just make sure you know what you are doing, like you know what you are writing. और उसका best way है, the best way to prepare for the process of this interview is self introspection. Just recall कि आपने कब life में क्या किया था, क्यों किया था. So just have the answers which are real, which are true. Okay, that is all. Anyone has any doubts? Yeah. Yes,
ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the 13th point, number of attempts, ma'am, in the 13th point.
Yeah.
Ma'am, उसमें जो है कि आपने कितने I don't get the word.
Okay, उसमें लिखा है number of chances availed for commission.
Sorry, ma'am, chances. Yes, ma'am.
Availed for commission in all 3 services. मतलब अगर आप पहले
on that we have to write the number of SSB we have attended.
Yeah. अगर आप मान लीजिए आपने CDS क्रैक करके आप OTA के लिए गए हैं, तो वो आर्मी के लिए हुआ, तो वहाँ पे मान लीजिए आप 2 बार गए हैं, तो आपको लिखना है कि आर्मी के लिए 2 बार. अगर आप एफकेट के लिए गए हैं, एयरफोर्स के लिए 2 बार, ब्रैकेट लिख दीजिएगा, वैसे करना है. वहाँ पे वो आपको बोलेंगे कैसे फिलअप करना है, ठीक है. प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं है, वहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ बोल देंगे कैसे फिलअप करना है. पर आप जब फिलअप करेंगे तो आपके पास बहुत कम टाइम होगा. एवरीवन विल बी हैविंग अ वेरी लेस टाइम एंड एवरीवन विल बी इन रश. So that's why you just have to know कि आपको लिखना क्या है. For example, extra curricular activities जो आता है ना, वो उस section में there is duration of participation and outstanding achievement. तो आप कितने सालों के लिए you have participated in that particular activity or that particular sport and what achievement you made, वो कभी-कभी बच्चे भूल जाते हैं, और वहाँ पे आप मतलब you cannot use your files to check that. So just like आपको अगर प्रैक्टिस होगा ना कि आपको पता है को क्या लिखना है वहाँ पे, so आपको वहाँ पे easy होगा. That's what. And do not write anything. Yeah, do not write in anything जिसके बारे में आपको नहीं पता और जो लिखा है उसके बारे में पता करके जाना, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so the meeting is going to end in next 2.5
Hello,
minutes.
ma'am.
If anyone is out, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
Ma'am,
yes,
can you
Vijay.
just help me in one issue?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, actually, ma'am, I don't know the appropriate words to use in PPT. Means during the means when the picture is given. Means
Okay.
that I listen every time. Means previous session also I attended. That how to approach means that like in positive mood and like that all means I don't know to how to use it and where to use it. So can you just brief a little on that?
Yeah, sure.
Means
Yeah, sure. Okay. I will just tell you in some time. Yeah. So the thing is that when you're given, like when you're starting a narration, you have to say, ki, good morning, everyone. So in this story, I perceive, suppose two characters. I perceive two characters. One of them is 15 years old. One of them is 20 years old. My main character के बारे में आपको उसका नाम बोल देना and then the action of the story. And आपको sorry action से पहले आपको ये भी बोलना है कि the story is in positive mood या negative या neutral. And then the action of the story and then you can start the story. That मान लीजिए Ankita was a girl of 15 years old and she was doing this all that and then you can start your story. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, action means we have to frame a story, right?
Yeah. See, when you frame your story,
Okay.
the main thing about PPT is that when you're seeing the story, you have only 60 seconds, right, to say the story. So try that in the first two lines only you mention about the introduction of the characters and the situation around him, and then in the next just tell about the problem also in one line, and then the actions. The actions are the main things that are being judged here. कि आप क्या action लेते हो? So that is the thing. You have to mention those actions
Okay,
and then just give your conclusion in one line. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So guys, the meeting is going to end at any time. I hope all of you had your doubts cleared in
Hello,
this
ma'am.
meeting.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rijit.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Rijit. Please be fast. The meeting is going to end.
हाँ हाँ मैम आपके बारे में थोड़ा बोलेंगे मतलब आपने मतलब क्लियर का मतलब
No, I have
SSB
not
क्लियर कर
cleared.
दी?
No, I just appeared for my SSB in the month of January and I got conference out. It was my fresher attempt and I will be appearing again in the month of October for AFCAT.